All right, we back again. We back again. All right, got my red skin drip on. I'm gonna get this camera together. There we go. But y'all get the full drip. You hear me? That red skin drip. You know what I'm saying? I got this little hat pin ornament was from Darryl Green. His Christmas gala that he give every year for the kids. I went 2 years straight, maybe 3 years straight, and Darryl Green get all the kids from D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, and you know he rent out the hotel and bring the kids, and he give them all gifts. They able to go in a big room and they all given like a shopping bag, like a trash bag, and they fill up their bag. That's their toys. And the way he set it up, all the guests that comes to his gala, you have to register. You pay a fee, and it's for the registry. And along with you paying for the registry, you have to buy a child that you are assigned to, whether it's a young uh, little girl or a young little man, you know, a young boy, a child. You have to buy them a sweatsuit, a football, and some tennis shoes. That's the requirements. So it's all about giving back. And if you ain't got it, then he don't want you to come to his gala. So you paying $50 for the entry to even attend. Then you paying like another $100 for some shoes, a pair of Nike shoes, and a sweatsuit, or any pair of shoes. It don't have to be under Nike. And buy a football. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the signature of his gala. And so he like, you know, that's the requirements to come to his gala. And we attended three, and I think after three we was kind of, galaed out because there's so many things going on in other foundations. We don't want to keep going to the same spot. But I met RG3, Morris, the running back, Chris Samuels, everybody. I done met a lot of folks there. A lot of the active young players and all the veterans, a lot of veterans. What's the guy? Norman, the safety or corner we had, Josh Norman, that was his name. Um, who? Reed, the dude Reed. I got pictures of everybody. I just gotta go back through my pictures, and of course RG3, who is now a commentator, a college commentator now, like what's my man name that was married to Kim Kardashian from USC, Reggie Smith. I think that's his name. Yeah, yeah. So he's doing a college commentating thing. Like Campbell, that played with us, that went to Green Bay and was MVP of the Super Bowl. Campbell is his last name. He's a college commentator now. So this is what is next for the retired players, commentating and continuing your brand and your foundation and everything. So um, with YouTube and with social media, you can continue and run your own setup and platform. That's why I love the social media platform that has been created, because you don't have to be on a celebrity level to show your highlights, and we ain't gotta just talk about it in the barbershop no more. You can say, go to my social media and see what's up about me and how I give it up. You know what I'm saying? Regular folks do it big as well. You know what I'm saying? You just don't see it, but now you can. You know, all the nice excursions and trips you go on. And just you being active, however you do it, recreational wise. It's a dude Howie in the house. He like the DC Loop. They pop it off. I swear, if I was single, I would be down with his crew. Believe that, cause they give it up. You know, they around the dances and they throwing parties like everywhere in the city and all the clubs. When you single, that's how you supposed to get down. You supposed to have fun, not be in the house like an old hag or whatever, or like you, my age, 50 something years old. When you're in your 20s, you're supposed to have fun and be safe out there. You're supposed to be around solid, good friends and have a good time, whatever that consists of. Yeah, so y'all see, man. I know I got a friend, his name is uh Kamis, and he know Sean Branch personally on a personal level, and he giving me a lot of stories about Sean Branch, and I want to help promote Sean Branch book, Money, uh, Murder, and Mayhem. Because if you watch any of his interviews, you see the redemption and the mature man that he's become. He served 25 years in the feds. And when you hear him talk on different platforms, you see that jail saved his life because he was out here wilding with no direction. And the 80s was the Wild Wild West. And that's the era I come up in. And I love talking to my boy Kamis because we reminisce about the guys we was around. You know, Everybody talk about Rayford Edmond, and he was the dude, but it was other dudes in each neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't want to call no names that was in my hood because I'm sure they don't want to be exposed like that. But but the names that are notable, you could talk about them, because they somehow, they name ring bells, So, but the guys that want to remain anonymous, they're going to remain anonymous unless I see you on somebody platform talking about yourself. Then that's when I would chime in. But other than that, I'm not giving up no names. And if I do, I'm gonna change the name. But so I'm basically doing this interview, and let me give you some visuals of this dude here. You know, this is what Sean Branch look like now. And in this picture, he's doing an interview with Gully TV. And that's Shorty Pop right there in the middle with some of the backyard band members. And they were talking about, when he was out there in the streets, and Wayne Perry and these two dudes here was notorious out here on these streets of DC in the 80s into the 90s, the early 90s. Shorty Pop, who was a member of the Junkyard Band, a performer who was also signed with Def Jam Records. So, I just want to really dwell on how early in life, when you feel it really don't mean nothing, you're doing things that's substantial, that will be really revered later in life. But in the moment and in the time, in real time, you don't feel it's nothing. It's just something to do. You know what I'm saying? And Shorty Pop has a son out here, and he's proud of the fact that his father was a musician and in a band and got a record deal and was signed with Def Jam Records. You know what I'm saying? Who is like the OG of the record game of rappers, with Rushtown Management, which was, Russell Simmons managing mostly all the rappers that come out of Def Jam, and whoever was hot in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? So that's Sean Branch on the right there. My man got a menacing look and demeanor with him, meaning he ain't to be played with to this day. You feel me? And but this man has been reformed, but I still wouldn't roll up on him playing with this dude. Just like Alpo. He never want to talk about Alpo because he like, I ain't got nothing to say about him. Alpo knew what was up with me, and I knew what was up with him. So we stayed out of each other way at the end of the day. That's what I get from every time people want him to talk about Alpo. You know what I'm saying? He's the Alpo of DC, as far as I'm concerned, because he put in work over the years and he back out on the street, just like Alpo was in New York, but allegedly Alpo's supposed to be dead. I don't believe he is, but that's what they saying. And, it's no funeral, it's no body. So I ain't heard of him being cremated, and I have my sources, and through my sources, Alpo is not dead. And it is what it is. So now we're going to go through that for life, wondering if, is he is or is he not. You know what I'm saying? I'm finally convinced that Tupac is dead now. So, all that cremation and like when they killed Osama bin Laden, they supposedly cremated him and threw his ashes in the water in the ocean. I don't believe that man did, at the end of the day. But then again, he could be, because you cut the head off the dragon, then the body gonna fall. With the terrorist situation, Osama bin Laden was, he was the dude, So I think after all that went down with him and they supposedly got him, so I kind of think he is dead now, because the whole terrorism thing shifted from Afghanistan, and it just shifted from Iraq to Afghanistan, and different terrorist group rose out of his death. So I believe he is dead now, but I didn't believe it early on. Look at this dude eyes right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a no nonsense dude right here. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people Al Capone was one of them villains that people love, from a man's point of view, from a man bravado, you know, from a man point of view and a man bravado, men revere real men that is no nonsense. We like to see strong men take charge and be a man, because that's what men supposed to represent. Go hard and take charge, and all the narrative that, people trying to display nowadays, that, men should be anything other than hard body. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling dudes that go get their nails done and they feet done. Your girl supposed to do that. You ain't supposed to be sitting up in no shop. I don't care who it is. To me, you might be on the down low, as far as I'm concerned. And anybody that entertain that, we taking your main card over here. It's what it is. So any of my partners talking about they sitting up there like they girl go get their feet and nails done. I don't care clear polish. I don't care none of that. Men ain't supposed to be up in there like that. Now they making men cigar bars and stuff like that where you can go get a shave, get your hair cut. Now, if they bring a woman into a man establishment like the barber shop and want to do your feet and all that, okay, I might go with that. But to go in there with a bunch of women sitting around in a woman's shop, getting your feet done, whatever they be doing in there, you know what I'm saying? You get your man card. You think this dude doing that? You know what I'm saying? I know things changing, the narrative changing, but some things don't change. A man is supposed to be a man all day, every day. A man represents strength, protector and provider of his family. Okay? A man ain't supposed to be wearing heels. I wasn't never with the Cameron pink and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I keep reminding people, this man is a performer. So this is part of his artistry to do what he do. You think he wearing pink every day, all day? When he in the public eye and in front of cameras, this is part of his artistry. And your dumb ass putting on shit, emulating him, you know what I'm saying? Got you looking stupid. I'm like this. Men get sized up by other men. And if I see anybody with pink on, I just feel like I can come up on you and steal you. And take your money from you. Take your car. Just because you looking soft. Now, that might not be the truth with everything or everybody, but that's what you're displaying. I'm just saying. So, yeah. So, let me get the man book. Get some visuals of his book. Let me get some visuals of his book. That Money, Murder, Mayhem. I'm just saying, bro. Just some things you just don't do, man. I don't care who trying to make it a fad. You need to watch everything you doing. You know? Come on, bro. All right, I'm trying to show my man book. And to keep on going to something else. So, okay. I was trying to blow it up, but it won't let me. So, Money, Murder, Mayhem. Sean Branch, Teflon Sean of Washington, D.C. You know what I'm saying? Check his book out. And, let's make our homeboy book the bestseller. And, and they trying to get a movie made about his life. Like BMF. They got a Supreme Griff movie coming, and I'm sure they'll have a Rafer Edmond movie coming soon. And all the players that's out here, from DC. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there you go. There you go, right there. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Money, murder, mayhem. Teflon Sean Branch. You know. All right. Y'all go get that book, man. Support our brother who has been reformed, and he's speaking to the youth about don't go down this road. Take your butt to school, get a job, open your own business, and get legal money and stay out the way, man. Because, he said it ain't no cakewalk doing 25 years away from your family and friends and people you love dying on you, and you can't even be there to help the family console and grieve, and you all alone by yourself away from everybody. You know what I'm saying? So again, just think about that lifestyle. Somebody said get a gun and go in the bathroom and sit there all day. That's how it's gonna feel sitting in a cell if you pop that gun and take somebody's life. Sit in the bathroom with that gun for a whole day and see if you can do that every day. Don't take your phone in there. You just sit there all day. Now visual, now vision. No, what to say? What I want to say? Now take the gun out the equation. Now sit there, visualize. That's the word I want. Being there all day in your bathroom. That's how it's gonna be in a cell every day of your life when they give you that time. Something to think about, man. We trying to save our youth, those that want to be saved. Camise, I'm gonna send this to you, player, and you can send it to Sean. And if he like me to do an interview with him, I would love to have him as a guest. All right, peace. Sean Branch, if you see this on the internet wave, I would love to interview you. Just keeping it 100. Peace.